What's worse, openly hating on Jews or showing support for Palestine? You decide. The internet seems to be divided into two groups, one that accuses both Kanye West and Jenna Ortega of anti-Semitic hate, and the other that's defending the Wednesday Star. Now, the debate is quite heated, so get ready. We're bringing you all the talk surrounding in this video. Let's get started, starting with who said what. Since January 2, 2023, screenshots from a piece by The Times of Israel titled Jenna Ortega versus Kanye, whose anti-Semitic hate is worse, have been circulating on Twitter. Fans and internet users are criticizing the article that contrasts the anti-Semitic venom of the two celebrities. Ye has been under fire recently for making several anti-Jewish remarks. This includes his weird InfoWars interview with Alex Jones from December 1, 2022, in which the rapper went on an anti-Semitic rant, claimed to appreciate Hitler, and blamed the Jewish media for preventing the world from appreciating Jenna Ortega, who played Wednesday Addams in the Netflix series Wednesday, used her position to promote the Palestinian cause in early 2022 in a tweet, which was posted that shared a link to a thread that provided details and ways to donate to organizations supporting the people of Ukraine, Yemen, Kashmir, Syria, Iraq, and Palestine. The Times of Israel contrasted Ortega's well-intentioned but ignorant anti-Semitism with Kanye's open hatred. The story outraged many online users who started discussing and posting tweets opposing it. The Times of Israel piece has drawn criticism online for being an effort to stifle criticism of apartheid, according to users. Let's not forget that Jenna Ortega discusses human rights, while Kanye West advocates eliminating human rights. The two viewpoints are nowhere similar, according to what many have said, adding that the publication made up Jenna's anti-Semitism. Next, what did the article say about the two? The Times of Israel used Jenna's tweets as illustration of what happens when people with seemingly good intent support causes about things they don't understand in a piece that was published on December 28, 2022. The report made reference to a few of Ortega's tweets. Like in one of the tweets, the actress included a link to a website with information about Palestine, and in the one that followed, she urged followers to donate to the suffering civilians in war-torn nations. According to Dan Margulis's piece in the Times of Israel, Kanye was upfront about his anti-Jewish sentiment and had a perfect understanding of anti-Semitism, but Ortega wouldn't identify anti-Semitism in some of its forms. The article claimed since she had no true grasp of anti-Semitism. He also believes that she didn't fully research the cause before posting it on social media. Margulis continued by detailing Ortega's decolonize Palestine tweet and pointing out that the cause it supports calls for the destruction of the state of Israel. Now, he agreed that, unlike West, Ortega isn't ignorant. Rather, she's driven without having a real comprehension of the facts. But then, the author blamed the young star by saying that normal individuals would be able to distinguish between good and bad, so the absence of ill intent is no defense for spreading propaganda. Big allegations, but both celebrities haven't yet responded to the article and its claims. Moving on, let's look at what they said in the first place. There's a saying that you can't compare apples to oranges, which seems to fit this scenario. Ye's been the subject of controversy recently as a result of a succession of anti-Semitic remarks. In December, while appearing on conspiracy theorist Alex Jones's InfoWars program, West defended and applauded the and praised homicidal tyrant Adolf Hitler. The rapper said that only people who believe in Jesus Christ should be allowed to hold positions of authority in the United States, before continuing to repeat this in an interview with Proud Voice founder Gavin McInnes last month. Then his anti-Semitic remarks included tweets that temporarily banned him from his Twitter and Instagram accounts. Soon after the ban ended, he came back to tweet a picture of the Star of David with a swastika inside last month. That was the last string, as West's Twitter account was immediately suspended. On the other hand, the tweet from Jenna Ortega from earlier this year that simply said decolonize Palestine and included a link to a website is the root of the problem. Daniel Margulis argues that the tweet is equivalent to endorsing the two-state solution, and the linked websites also in favor of not only Hamas-sponsored propaganda, but also doing away with the state of Israel. If you're wondering what the two-state solution is, it's a divisive proposal to return Israel's borders to those of 1967, which would make the country smaller and provide land to Palestine, enabling it to once more exist as a separate state. That'd seem like a simple answer on the surface, but the reality of the situation in Israel is much more complicated. Up next is the bigger picture. While it may seem exaggerated to compare Jenna Ortega to Kanye West, it seems like it's done to point towards another subtle dig. Let's look at it again to show you guys what we mean. The article goes on to state its main point while still giving Jenna Ortega the benefit of the doubt. The problem is that, like millions of other well-meaning Americans, she has no real understanding of anti-Semitism, and like millions of other Americans, she probably doesn't do much research into a cause before she posts it to social media. There it is again. In order to get to this point, the Jewish writer with roots in Israel decided to ignite social media with a fiery headline. When compared to Kanye West, who praises Hitler and maintains that having faith in Jesus is a need for holding public office, it's difficult for the average person to identify Jenna Ortega as anti-Semitic. But while there may have been a more effective method to convey his message, Margolis's claims that people don't research a cause, a post, or an article before sharing it on social media is quite true, do you think? Well, he got his money's worth because the catchy headline got the article making the rounds on social media for weeks. Margolis later revealed why he chose Jenna Ortega in his article. According to him, Kanye West has no chance, but he has faith in Ortega to thoroughly investigate a source before sharing it with her millions of fans the next time. Coming up, what do people think? Like we said, the internet is divided on the issue, but a lot of people took to social media to support Jenna. In the weeks since it was first published, screenshots of the article's headline have been shared on Twitter, igniting discussion among users of the social media site. A user remarked that they are tired of people who can't distinguish between criticism of a state and criticism of an ethnic group. Another user posed a question asking which is worse, Kanye's love and devotion for Hitler or Jenna Ortega's sympathy for the oppressed people of Palestine. We also came across a Jewish user who tweeted that it's challenging to identify true anti-Semitism because it's often confused with Zionism. According to them and many more who agreed, anti-Semitism and Palestinian rights aren't synonymous. However, a number of Twitter users defended the article, with one arguing that Ortega's linking to a website that painted the conflict in very anti-Semitic terms was the problem. Another person advised social media users who were voicing their disapproval of the headline to read the post in its entirety so they could understand what Ortega had shared and why it was harmful, hate-filled propaganda. We should point out that Jenna isn't the only one to speak in support of Palestine. Many other celebrities, including Bella Hadid, Emma Watson, John Oliver, and Trevor Noah, have previously shown their support for the Palestinian cause on their social media. Now, what's the new accolade for Kanye? He might be a little MIA, but he's still racking up accolades. This one made us chuckle, not gonna lie. Kanye West, the disgraced rapper, has been crowned Anti-Semite of the Year by the anti-Semitism watchdog group Stop Anti-Semitism. The company shared a video revealing West's new position on Twitter. The rapper's vast list of mistakes is detailed in the video, which you should definitely watch. Threats of violence, offensive behavior, and hate speech all contributed to Kanye West's win this year. Majorly the fact that he tweeted a threat to attack Jews on October 8th, writing, "I'm going to DEFCON 3 on Jewish people." The rapper's most lucrative deal with Adidas was lost as a result of the remark and led to his ban from the social media site. West's talent agency, lawyer, and social circle all deserted him as a result of his continued anti-Semitic remarks. The Twitter video closes by playing a clip from West's interview with Alex Jones, in which he claimed to appreciate Hitler and see positive things about him. Jones, a prominent political figure on the alt-right, even rebutted several of West's claims during the interview, but this guy stuck to his narrative. Also, West came under fire for dining at Mar-a-Lago in November with former President Donald Trump, well-known Holocaust denier Nick Fuentes, and a white supremacist. While Trump denies it, West claims that either declaring his own bid for the presidency in 2024, he went to Mar-a-Lago to urge Trump to serve as his running mate for vice president. Finally, did Ye throw shade at Jenna? We're not sure if you've seen it, but there's a tweet supposedly by Kanye regarding Jenna Ortega that's being widely shared on TikTok. But was that actually what the rapper wrote? Since Wednesday's Netflix series, Jenna has generated a lot of buzz on social media. People on TikTok believe Kanye tweeted about the actress around this time. Before being removed from the platform, the rapper published a number of posts, right? So did any of them actually mention the young actress? Apparently, the tweet read that Jenna Ortega doesn't like black people. Turns out there's more to the story than meets the eye. And in this era of misinformation, you really gotta be careful. Another Twitter user is behind that trend tweet. They subscribed to be verified on the platform and changed their name to Ye. As a result, many people believed that the rapper was the source of the tweet. But nope, it was someone pretending to be him instead. But then again, considering the kind of things Ye has been posting lately, it wasn't a hard-to-believe prank, huh? Our thoughts are with poor little Jenna in the middle of all this. That's a wrap for this video. What's your take on the Kanye versus Jenna controversy? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.